Everybody, welcome to another round here in the Coleslaw Cup. We're at Spa today for the penultimate lap of the championship. See if we can get some good racing today. We will have a little look at the championship standings, as Sharia is going to start his first lap. We have Days comfortably in the lead as soon to be crowned champion of this season. And we have followed by Sui, who is not in attendance today. And then followed by Calirop in P3 with Nikki right behind. So we do have a battle for P3 perhaps in the championship. And further down it's really close for P7. But as I look at it, a lot of those guys are not here today, so it's not that exciting, is it? We'll just see how it goes. Let's look at the constructors though. I think that is some sort of a fight still. We got Ferrari in the lead. Ferrari has one driver today, and they are fighting McLaren. The gap is 34 points, and McLaren also has one driver, so that is fair. Followed by the two Haas drivers, who are in a complete duo, so they could gain, and we could have a very exciting final race, perhaps. Also with the V cars not far behind, so we'll see. Let's stay with Trio though, as he is the first one to start the lap, so he will be the first one to finish it as well, I think. Big slide there in the S section. Not the greatest line through there, but good enough, I think. Just a banker lap anyways. Let's see what his first lap gonna be. It will be interesting to see how what the quickest time will be in the end. Not sure what to expect for really. It's probably gonna be a 144.2 it is, yeah. So, and they're gonna over the line who is slower than his teammate. Or than Sharia, sorry. As his teammate is right behind starting a lap. We have Frenchie. No, we do not. We have one of the Williams coming to the line. It's all syrup style. Very fun username. He says a 144.0. Goes for P1 at the moment. And J. Siula goes P5. And Slayer goes P1 with a 143.850. Two tenths clear. Race Chase beats it though by 5.5 tenths. 143.278. Some good times coming in here. Times dropping already. I would be surprised if we're not going into the 142s very quickly. Let's aid up races through the middle sector. With the two Mercedes right ahead of them. Let's see what they're gonna do. First one already out of deployment. Not used his deployment wisely. What's it gonna be of our time though? He's gonna go P2, so pretty good lap still. Here comes Frenchie with not a great lap. He has backed off that lap, so probably gonna go again. Here's Adolf though, going to the line, and he goes P2. Only 2/10 off race chase. So I was about to jump to Days, but Days already crosses the line very quickly. 8/10 clear of the field into the 142s, and he makes me believe we might go into the 141s here. Exciting stuff. We got Nicky starting a lap. Let's jump on board with him. Obviously one of the fan favorites here in the Coleslaw Cup, as he almost collapsed the inside wall of turn 1. Not a great start of the lap at all for Nicholas. Up a Rouge he goes though. Up. There he goes. DRS goes open right about now. And there he goes onto the Camel Straight. What's the first sector split going to be? It's going to be a 31.6. I have no idea if that is quick. We will find out together at the end of the lap. It is purple, apparently, so I don't know if that's true though. Obviously today is in Midwest is a no-line race, so I would expect some of the D1 rider of tomorrow driving no line. Nicky will be one of those, as is probably Kelly Rob. So maybe we cannot expect too much from those guys today, because the pace obviously is going to be take a little hit. Maybe not the pace, but the consistency at least. Well, at least that's my experience with it. These guys could be totally different, of course, but I would assume they will struggle a little bit. As Nicky comes through the final couple of corners here. How is he gonna tackle the bus stop? Is he gonna tackle it nicely? He tackles it pretty nicely indeed. A little bit of oversteer there on the exit, but still a decent enough lap. Not great at all. Only P10 for Nicholas. As we have Kelly Rob coming over the line, he goes P10. Also not a great lap, so that shows them probably running the no line there and not being as quick. Let's see who else is perhaps starting a new lap. Is it Race Chase perhaps? Who is not on a lap? No. That is not a good lap. I don't think we got anyone on a lap at the moment. So we'll just wait for the first one to start, which will be this guy with just a couple of letters as a name. So I'm gonna call him Ya, because that's the first 3, and I can't be bothered to do the rest. Looked like a big lockup into turn 1, but he seems to get a nice enough drive out of it. In the Red Bull opens up the DRS. He's gonna encounter some traffic up ahead in the middle sector. He is half a tent up on his own time. It is purple, but I don't know if he trusts that. But this looks like a pretty good lap. Big lockup though into no name. Big slide through the middle sector there for the Red Bull driver. have a retirement here. That is the Williams ahead here, who has decided to retire in the pit lane. So he feels like he's done with quali. We got Slayer on a lap. We also got Cherie on a lap, who is quite a bit ahead. 7.5 tenths up on the Sector 2 split. So let's see what he can do in the final couple of corners here. Did he gain or did he lose? Not the cleanest through the bus stop, but I think pretty decent enough. He goes up to P3, 9/10 improvement. So a good lap there from Sharia. Some dust up in the air there in the third sector. Slayer comes to the final two corners, squares it up nicely, and he goes for 1:43.6. He gains time, but not enough to, I think, even change position. So he stays P6 at the moment. Gunnar then coming to the line. Can he improve? 1:44.4. Yes, he can indeed. Up to P10 for him. Good lap from Gunnar there. Quite a big improvement. Fried Cheeto setting his first lap on the board here. Brakes late, but gets it stopped very nicely. Out of deployment already though. And a 1:44 for him as well. P10 he takes ahead of Gunnar. AVS fan coming through the final corner. And he goes P2. But Corey immediately beats it in the Ferrari. I think that's a new name here. Corey. I'm pretty sure. As is AVS fan, I think. So, a couple new names up in the top. Good to see. Some new competition. Having a good showing. Race chase. About to start his lap. But we have 8 up. Already in the middle sector. Of course. As the head of the 8 up fan club, we are going on board with 8 up. As he goes to the middle sector. And he is almost 4 tenths up, so a good lap here from 8 up. As he is on his way to probably a P4. Unless he can find quite a lot of time here in the final sector, but we'll see. Approaching the bus stop now. Braking at the 100 and takes it pretty nicely. That looks pretty good to me. Up to the line he goes, 1:43.242, and it is indeed P4. Very nice from 8 up. Let's go to Race Chase then, who is in the middle sector. Oh, 2 tenths up at the sector 1, so already a big gain from Race Chase. On only really one corner and a straight, so. See what he can do here. 5 tenths up purple. He could challenge here for pole, but he could definitely challenge for the front row. We'll see if he can keep it together here, Race Chase. Someone who has shown very good pace through the season, so let's see. He brakes at the 100 as well. A little bit too much inside there on the second one, I think, but still a pretty good lap of 42.9. Only good enough for P4, so he did lose some time in the final sector there, I think. Probably a little bit disappointed there with the final couple of corners. 3 minutes left here in well, not in Q1, it's just in quali. So plenty of time for guys to get one more in. I think Race Chase might be done, because that's a tight window to get back. Perhaps he got fuel. Let's see, that's Frenchy Past, who is on an out lap. We got Nicky starting his lap. Elotonian retires the car in the pit lane. As Nicky almost again crashes into turn 1. 8 up also retiring the car. Not enough time to go around and go out again. People that want to set a lap should be going out right about now. Or should be out already. Otherwise it's gonna be pretty tight. I think the window is now closed. So all the cars that want to set a lap are on track. And Nicky is gonna be one of the first to finish his last lap, I think. As he goes through the middle sector here. Hitting the apexes quite nicely. As he is 6.5 tenths up, so a good lap as well. Doesn't just look nicely, but it is better indeed. So this would put him within the top 10. If he can get a nice last corner, he could jump all syrup style, of course. And he cannot answer back because he already retired. So we'll see. Bakes at the 100. As everyone has been doing. Takes the bus stop very nicely. I think that looked very good. And he goes for 144 flat. Just behind all syrup style. But a good lap there nonetheless. It looked pretty good. As we have Kelly Rob coming on an out lap. We have Days starting his lap. So we'll go back to Days in a little bit. I think we have Race Chase as well on a new lap. As I think everyone is just about to start their laps. So Race Chase is right behind Frenchie, I think, who is also on a lap, so it could get a little bit awkward, but I think it should be fine. He might even get a little tow. No, I don't think so. I think he's too far away for the tow. Let's see if he can clean up his bus stop chicane. Flag has fallen and Race Chase invalidated, so this is his qualifying over. Bit goofy, but let's jump to Days then. As Frenchie is about to cross the line, he will go quicker indeed, but not a gain of position. So now it is Days next, who wants to secure this pole position. He's purple in sector 2. But will he also improve on his time? He's gonna run out of deployment here. So not efficiently used by Days, but I don't think he will care that much, because he will be quick. As he goes through the final chicane. AVS fan has butchered it somewhere. Corey is up 3 tenths. So Corey could challenge here for provisional pole, which would turn into pole position. And oh, he's out of fuel. No. Oh, you see? Oh, he's not. The car's just stagnated on the speed. I thought he ran out of fuel as he spins it, and that does it for him. Sharia having to deal with that visual distraction there. But he was down. He did not lose 2 tenths there, so he was already down. P8 for Sharia. Days takes pole. Not sure if I tripped myself out on the Ferrari at the end, but it looked like he was. I think the split said he was up, and then he looked super slow on that straight. So perhaps him being out of of deployment was the reason, but it looked weird at least. Anyways, Days takes pole by almost half a tenth or half a second. So dominant qualifying from Days, but underneath Days it is really, really close. P3 to like P8, P9 is in within 3 tenths. So that is exciting stuff, man. That's exciting stuff. We should have a good race here on our hands. We shall wait for the race to start, and I'll be back to you guys when it does. on. And the race is about to start. We have 5 red lights and away we go. And it looks like a good start from Days. And a good start for the Mercedes in P3 as well. Into turn 1. Seems like everyone goes through. Days loses the lead around the outside as we have cars off in the back. Let's see. Ada and Sharia going side by side through Eau Rouge. That is brave. Brave stuff here from cars ahead. Days gonna try and retake the lead. As he does so. And Ada battling with Sharia still. For P8. Good battle. For P7 I should say. Good battle indeed. Both on the soft tires. We're going to have a look at the tires a little bit later, but for now, a clean getaway for most cars. In the back we had some carnage unfortunately. As we have Bruiser spinning again. So we have 2 cars. Quite a bit off from the rest. But at the front it is close. Indeed, everyone still very close to each other. Kellerop is up here. I'm not sure if he qualified and we missed that. He did qualify on a respectable position in the end. As he is in the DRS train here. So a big train, still running all the way down to P14. We'll see if it splits up on the upcoming laps. But of course, DRS will be enabled, so Days has not broken away. So we'll see. There we go, Brick Bruiser off again in the background. He's having a hard time. Sharia goes into the pits. Possibly some damage, unfortunately, for the kick Sauber. Here we go though, for the first time with DRS. We go up to the Camel Straight. Everyone will close in on Days. But it looks like further back we have some battles perhaps on the car. I don't think so. Everyone's gonna stay in position. Corey actually goes for the position on the Ferrari. We missed that unfortunately. As we have a retirement, which is on the track. Poor behavior there from Price and Foreman. As Big Bruiser is already collecting penalties left, right and center. We have the all top 7 on the softs, apart from Race Chase. Who's on the mediums and Comfy in the train, so that's good for his strategy. And then we have a nice split further down the field on the mediums and the softs, so we'll see. That's a lot of gravel. That's Days off in the gravel trap. Days here making a mistake and falling down to P4. Not great for Days. Possibly feeling the pressure of the championship. Skellerup goes a little bit defensive to defend from Slayer. As he does, as Adap and Fried Cheeto make contact in the background. Another big checkup into turn 1. Which reconnects the train up to P8. And we have a little gap between the Aston Martins and then a little train as well. Sharia pits again. Not a great race for Sharia. Not sure what is going on. Is he going in for another wing here? Yes, wow. Absolute calamity here for Sharia. Not a great race at all. We go back to the front, because that's where the action really is. We have a very close field. See if Days can fight his way back in. We have Slayer going off in the background. But look at the top 3. Really close together. Days trying to close the gap up, and as he does so, this train stays very compact. Good to to see good racing here from the top 7, and then a little. It's only really a little gap, and then again a train with a couple cars in it. So seeing some good racing. As we go into turn, I don't know, into the final turn. Let's just put it like that. And now we go into the first turn. We have yellows further back. That is, I think it might be the kick Sauber of Adolf Tony and having a little bit of problem. Not a great start of here for the kick Saubers here tonight. Let's see if anyone goes for the lead here. Corey is gonna close in, but he is not gonna go for the lead, and Dace can't challenge on Race Chase either, so we stay how we were. Nicky goes for the position on Frenchie. As Julia has made a mistake of some sort, because he was behind his teammate, and now he ain't. And Fraichido on his own has made a mistake as well, because he was behind 8 up, and now he is 2.5 seconds behind. So the top 8 has become a top 7. Corey already picking up a 3. Not great from him. Slayer backing out of that one, letting 8 up through. Yes, an unfortunate penalty for Corey, but track limits are track limits. We can check if he perhaps got a double warning of some sort. No, seems like he is just being goofy 3 times. So a deserved penalty for him. Race Chase also taking the position, so perhaps already seeing the mediums getting into their groove here. Got Daze and Kelly side by side in the background. Corey really struggling here. He might lose the DRS, and if he does, he's in trouble. He's not losing it, so they will stay like they were. And there they go. Daze takes the position, but he has not had a great line into the technical section here. And, I mean, they're really just tripping over each other at the moment. 8 up takes the position of Kelly Robb. He moves up to P5. And now it's up to Daze to close back up to the train. Let's see if he can do that. Seems like he can. Looks pretty quick. Nicky all over Chase Julia here into the S section, side by side. Great racing from the two. Nicky on the mediums, of course. And there goes Jesulia. Oh, big slide, but he catches it pretty nicely. Bit of ghosting going on there, but they seem to all get through it. Corey's struggling for some reason. Really struggling now. As he now battles 8 up for P4, and he makes another mistake. Corey unraveling here. Absolutely goofing it up, and now he's almost down to P8. We're gonna have some side-by-side action up to Eau Rouge. No, we are not, unfortunately. We would love to see it. Race Chase takes the lead on the mediums. As Yard is gonna overtake Corey now for P7. So Corey down to P8. Not the greatest moment for him. Daze has made it back to the pack, but Kelly Robb unfortunately not, after battling with after really tripping over Corey earlier at the bus stop with 8 up, and now Kelly Robb goes off the track. So Perhaps overdriving the car a little bit, trying to catch up. And it only makes him lose more time. Cruel, cruel fate. Red Bulls today looking good. Both up here at the moment. As they're gonna switch positions now, because Slayer makes a little mistake. Perhaps the medium's already the better tire now to be on. I would not be surprised if that is the case. Ate up all over Calirop, going up to Eau Rouge. But he's getting a visit from the Red Bull, who gets stuck behind Calirop, has to lift. And Ate up goes through. So Ate up now, up to P4. AVS Fan has taken the lead back from Race Chase. They will just be swapping at the front, I would imagine. But this train here from P4 to P7 is still P8, I should say, but Corey has the penalty, of course. Still very close. Jesulia, another whoopsie from him. And now both Aston Martin find themselves down the field. Farcido has pitted for hard stuff, so he's perhaps on a strategy. Not sure if he got damaged or anything. Shuri overtakes Bruiser for P16. Nothing to write home about, but it is something at least. Shuri really just hoping for a safety car at this point, because that strategy is just, yeah, with the damage and stuff, it just not looking good. AVS Fan, first of the leaders to pit after 7 laps. He finds it enough, and Corey and all Syrup Star are gonna follow him in. So a couple guys into the pit lane for new boots, and they all go to mediums, I would assume. AVS Fan is gonna come out in some sort of traffic, but he is perhaps gonna sneak some DRS. No, he's not. He's just a little bit too far behind, I think. Yeah, it stays close for him. We have a yellow up ahead. It's Gunnar just before the yellow flag passes Edeltonian. AVS Fan takes Frenchie's position, but Frenchie gives him that position more. Yaw takes a 3-second in the Red Bull. Takes a penalty. Edeltonian goes off the track. That could be a warning. As at the front we have Days still following in the wheel tracks of Race Chase. We'll see if Days is gonna react to the undercut that AVS Fan has started, really. We'll see if Days reacts. I would assume he is, because no, he's gonna stay out. So he is happy on these softs for now, as he's still in the DRS of Race Chase, of course. And AVS Fan is gonna... Well, he's stuck a little bit, to be fair. He's gonna have to overtake Gunnar right now, and that is not ideal, because Gunnar could challenge him back at the camel straight. Matter of fact, I think he might, as Days takes the lead. So Day's not really the car you want to be leading right now, because he is on horrible tires. Slayer takes P3 off 8-up. It's the battle for P3 at the moment, but that is not a net position battle, of course. And Avius Fan stays ahead of Gunner, so that's critical for him. He's gonna try and pull away now. His undercut really just starts now. See how powerful that undercut is gonna be. 8-up now in a Red Bull sandwich. Getting quite a lot of pressure from behind. The guy has a full battery and he wants to move, so 8-up is gonna give him the move. He's on the mediums, of course, so no real reason to fight him. As Days is now gonna come in finally for his pit stop. And I would imagine, no, Slayer is not. But Days, 8-up is. 8-up has enough of those tires. Days going for mediums, I would assume. Yes, he is. We have a yellow. That is one of the Aston Martins, I think. AVS Fan coming through turn 1 now. Undercut successful. Days outside the DRS range. But clear of Gunner. Crucially clear of Gunner. So he is gonna try and close up the AVS with the 2-lap tire advantage. Gap of 2.4. That's a straight up battle now for the win at this point. We just have to wait for Race Chase to perhaps rejoin that battle when he decides to pit. Ada right behind Corey. So that undercut from Corey, not the greatest. He did not gain that much time on Ada at all. Ada already ahead of Old Syrup style actually, so. But Old Syrup is now in the DRS train, so for him the undercut worked out. As they rapidly close in on Frenchie. And AVS Fan is also rapidly closing in on Nicky. So let's see, Race Chase stays out, of course, on those mediums. I would imagine Slayer is gonna pit now. Yes, he does. I think Kellyrup is gonna follow him in. Indeed, he does as well. So those are the 2 of the last 5 soft runners remaining. They go to mediums. And let's see where they come out. AVS in the DRS of Nicholas. Ooh. What's going on there? 8-up is gonna have to take the lead. Not ideal, because now they're going up the hill and then 8-up is gonna get absolutely swallowed up here. They both get past Frenchie. And Old Syrup style is wants to get past as well, because this is dangerous for him. He needs to get past Frenchie. Oh, Frenchie breaks, but he does it in an unsafe manner. And now I think Old Syrup style has damage. So that's, yep, he has front wing damage. So very, yeah, I mean that's unfortunate, but very goofy from Frenchie nonetheless. Days is now right behind Nicky. Not really gaining on AVS just yet. But he's definitely gaining at this point. Nicky is not gonna fight it at all. He's gonna do his own thing. Braking early. As Days goes on with his race. he might enjoy some DRS on the camel stray, so that's nice for him. He gets something out of it, I guess. I mean, is he even? He's gonna get dropped immediately. He's not gonna get any DRS. Daze wants nothing to do with him. 2.5 the gap. Daze has a penalty actually. So AVS is in prime position here perhaps to win a race. I'm not sure. As I recall, this is his debut, but I'm not sure. Maybe I missed one. I'm sorry if I did, but otherwise he's on for a very, very good debut race here. Good. Race is still in the lead. He's almost lost a complete pit stop to AVS already. We have Calibrop out of the race, and there is the safety car that the leaders were waiting for. And Race, Chase and Ya are gonna be the winners here. Calibrop, out of character for him, but he has stacked it somewhere. Probably here somewhere. His car already ghosted, but we see that they pass him here. So perhaps here on the right in the wall, or perhaps even on the left. Who knows? Only Calibrop knows. But this does spice up the race, because Race Chase is gonna obviously take this free pit stop, and I mean they're gonna have to go to source, which will make it, I think. AVS is gonna pit as well. Daze is gonna stay out. He's gonna make the decision to stay out. Brave decision from Daze, especially with that penalty. Pretty brave to not be on the greatest tires, but ADOP is gonna choose the same fate. Interesting decision making here. I don't know if I support that. I don't know if I do. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Race Chase is gonna be right behind Daze. He is gonna win this race. AVS has the luxury to go to new mediums though. So that's a good luxury to have. Gonna bring the back markers back in as well. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to yawn there mid-sentence. It's gonna bring the guys that did not quit. So the Sharias, the big bruisers, they are gonna get back in this race too now. So that's good for them. Happy days, I guess. Oh man, this is gonna be special. I think ADOP should have pitted, but I think Daze should have pitted as well. I do not think that it's gonna be worth it at all. I think they're gonna be swallowed up at the restart, but we'll see. Perhaps not, because only 3 laps, it's not that bad, but we'll see. We'll see. And so we are gonna go for another lap. I would imagine some guys at the back are gonna go for new tires, I think. Guys who are not on fresh rubber. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Frenchie is gonna take that free pit stop. Rightfully so. For extra fresh softs. Another lap under the safety car guaranteed, so it will go in on this lap. We can close the... keep that on. What are the penalties saying? So we got a lot of threes. No 6 seconds yet, only Frenchie, but he is in 16th. So we'll see at the front. It's gonna be exciting to see how big the advantage is gonna be in the softs. I would imagine it's gonna be quite a big gap at the first couple laps, but we'll see. I think Days and ADAP are gonna be in quite a bit of trouble there. But we'll see. They ADAP has no penalty, so that is a benefit he has. He's still gonna gain positions under the after the penalties are dealt out. He just needs to stay close and keep his nose clean. Some late excitement here by thanks to Kelly Robs. Rare spin, I have to say. And rare DNF in Coleslaw Cup. Usually not one to bin it on himself, but this day is full of surprise, I guess. The safety car is gonna go in this lap as Days gets control now over the restart. So let's see what he decides to do. Will he wait after the bus stop or will he go early? Seven laps left, I think, after this one, after we restart. So we'll see how it goes. Let's hide the tires now. We know the guys we have to watch. ADAP and Days both on older tires. Days has gone. He is gone. Days and ADAP on older tires, and the rest is on the fresher tires. So let's see how quick these guys can challenge the race chase. Slayer already making a move for P7 on Corey. AVS had a horrible restart. ADAP is close to the guys ahead, so he had a good restart. But he has burned almost everything already. So that is not ideal. As Days gets hooked on the curb there, he loses quite a bit of time. One of the bigger beneficial parties from the safety car. Of course, he does have the 3 second, but he already has a 2 second gap to Slayer, so perhaps it won't matter. We'll find out. ADAP looked like he had a little moment there. He now goes a little bit deep into that turn. He has to burn quite a lot to stay closer. But he does stay close, so DRS will be activated after this lap. Days did not get away as predicted, but he also didn't lose that much time. ADAP sets the fastest lap, 45.6. That That of course will be an extra point if it stays like that. We'll see though. Race Chase probably gonna look for a move here. I would be surprised if he isn't. AVS does not have the DRS on ADAP, so he can burn the battery now, but it's too late. As Race Chase decides to stay behind for another lap. So, he's biding his time already. Some DRS games already being played here. Although it seems Race Chase does not have the pace at the moment. Seems to be struggling a little bit from those soft tires. Too much inside curb there and almost loses the car completely, but saves it nonetheless at this particular time. Wood with a small mistake into a couple of turns and he loses the DRS. Big moment there for ADAP's race. He needs AVS to go past and catch back up. As Race Chase is gonna get overtaken by Ya. Race Chase taking too much time. Race Chase does not have to do anything, to be fair. He has won this race because he has the 3 seconds, of course, the guy's ahead, so I just clocked that, so that's probably why Race Chase is chilling a bit. AVS though catches back up to the train, so that is good. These all guys are all up for a podium at the moment. And Nicky is up for a nice P6 because he stays with this train. And the gap is already more than 3 seconds now to the guys behind, so he has done what he has to do. He almost loses the car. Let's not do that, good sir. Corey all over all syrup style. Edeltonian picks up another 3. As now his teammate Sharia goes past. Kicks out with switch positions. As Ya takes the fast lap, but AVS Fan takes it away immediately. As ADAP makes another mistake. He's gonna hold on to the DRS though, but barely. Not great from ADAP, he's struggling on those older tires. And now Dace is gonna lose P1 to Ya. Nicky is gonna try and take the position from ADAP, but he's gonna fluff it up completely and just lose ADAP quite some time. That is unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate. Oh, that is unfortunate for, of course, if you're an ADAP fan, which I am. There's no unbiased journalism over here. We are with ADAP all the way. Gap already growing, already out of the 3 seconds, I think, to the leaders. here. So 8 up is now just up for P5, which is a shame. And Nicky actually shots himself in the foot as well, because Slayer is now catching back after these guys, so Nicky is gonna lose another position. Not smart from Nicky at all. Perhaps he doesn't care, because he keeps doing it, so perhaps he just doesn't care. As now Ada picks up a 3. Absolute horror scenario. Race chase and AVS now battling, and this is effectively for the lead of the race, because these guys are of course both not on penalties, so they are fighting. I feel like AVS is already on the advantage now with the mediums. Daze has held his own pretty nicely at the front. Shame he had that penalty, but two more laps to go after this one. Nicky absolutely pushing Ada through the middle sector. We have a yellow further back, that is all syrup style. Losing it at the end of sector 2 there. We go back to the front though, because it's gonna get spicy, I think. We have 2 battles here, one for P3 and one for P1. But they are in reverse, excitingly enough. And Nicky keeps scrapping away. Slayer has arrived on the party. He's gonna take P5 now. He will be delighted with that, because he was nowhere near it until Nicky decided that he was. AVS goes for the lead. And Ya takes P2, which will be P3 of course. And Race Chase now is just looking in. Perhaps he did not have the base and he was not just chilling. Because now he might be in trouble. I think AVS could be very well be on for a race win here. Because he seems to have the pace. As Daze goes off again. As we are getting ready for the final lap here. All syrup style takes another 3. It won't matter in the grand scheme of things for him anymore, unfortunately. After the spin on the last lap. But here we go. It looks like AVS is gonna win this race, but a lot can change, of course. We have another DRS. 2 DRS zones coming up, actually. As the first one is obviously here, but it's not that effective. AVS takes the fastest lap. A stamp of something. I don't know the word. He's gonna drop Ya actually, which will hand Daze P2, which will effectively be P3. As Daze picks up another 3, it will not be his position. He will he will fall behind, but he's gonna take it on track though. And we have 8 up. Probably gonna go for the move here now on Nicky as he flies past with the help of the DRS. So he will take that P5 on track for sure. The only thing he can hope is now that Slayer makes a big mistake and finishes behind him, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Daze takes another warning. Because why not? Nicky has done it to himself on the final lap. Very Nicky-esque, to be fair. we go back to the front quickly because this is where the action really is happening. Days really just pulling away from Ja on the final lap on those older tires, but the softs completely fallen off at the end here. I think that was too early for the softs, but yeah, safety car came out when it did, and it's unfortunate for the guys here in the back now because AVS wins the race. Days finishes second on the track, but he loses out on the podium. Race Chase takes P2 on penalties. Ja takes P3. Adap is gonna finish in P5. Corey gonna finish in P6, but Slayer will be finishing in P5 in the official ruling. Adap gonna finish 6th. 7th for Sharia. Good recovery after an abysmal first 2 laps. Corey takes P8. I think these are all debutants. Corey, Ja, and AVS. So good debuts from those guys. All Serbs are also on debut, but unfortunately it went wrong on the last couple of laps for him. Nicky finishes in P11 after that whoopsie on the final one. Gunnar and I think it was Adel Tony in there in 9th and 10th. Yes, it was. So entertaining race for sure. AVS takes driver of the day from the game. I think I might have to agree actually, because that was a very impressive race from the Mercedes driver. As he comes out with a flag. So congratulations to him. Mercedes takes the W here. With the fast lap as well, of course. So good race from AVS. Um, Race Chase takes P2 on the penalties, of course. Days and Ja in P4 and P3. And then we got Slayer, Ada, Sharia, It's Corey and Gunnar. And Ada Tony rounding out the top 10. Nicky just falling outside of the top 10 there. With the rest of the finishers down here. And Kelly Rob and Bryce being the goofballs of the day. Who couldn't finish the race. So, well, thank you guys. I would like to welcome you guys back next week for the finale, of course. Which will be somewhere. I don't know. We will find out together. Until then.